Welcome, my friends. Let's take a nice breath in and a big sigh. Let the breathing come back to normal. And just right away, let's activate the de-escalation template. So slow your breathing down. Slow breaths in and out. Bring awareness into the hara, an inch below the navel and a half an inch in. Widen your awareness. Notice what's going on in the peripheral of your vision. Be aware of even the internal experience of your nose. And in the back of your mind, just begin to say the phrase, I am. Notice all of these details. So welcome to Touching the Edge. Again, my name is Drake, and this is the Election Day 40-Day Challenge. And today is day 40. So I want to thank you for coming through with me to whatever degree that you did. And I want to thank you for what you have done working to keep the positive focus over this last 40 days. You know, in my mind, whatever happens during the 40 days is meant to happen during the 40 days. And so I just want to thank you because we are exactly where we need to be. The Stoics call it amor fati, a love of fate, amor fati. So let's have a love for what is. A love of what is that final value that I talked about. And so for me, the culminating values of this 40 days are kindness, activating kindness. And remember, a 40-day focus is only the beginning. It takes 4 months to truly create a new habit. Compassion, really working to have compassion for how challenging this whole circumstance is for everyone, even people that are doing things that we don't agree with. Joy, really being in mission and in contact with your truest and deepest values and working from that and learning from them as we go along. And finally today, positive indifference. Positive indifference is that feeling that no matter what happens, we're going to be okay. Positive indifference is that experience of equanimity and tranquility. And so to me, in many ways, it's the ultimate culmination. When we work it all the way back, again, anytime you have something that has an outcome that you don't like, you have to bring it all the way back to the beginning of the equation, and that's always our own individual selves and our relationship with our own emotions. So ultimately, equanimity is having the relationship as the observer of what we're actually feeling, the emotions that we're experiencing, rather than acting as though those are the central element of who we are. It doesn't matter how intensely you feel it, it's still an emotion that we want to experience as an observation rather than coming from it, because if we come from it, we're automatically going to come from bias. So equanimity is the relationship to the emotions and understanding that there's some part of us that's always in contact with our emotions and making the decision whether we want them to be or not, whether you want to be feeling what you're feeling or not. And that automatically creates a conflict. So eventually, positive indifference is saying no matter what I'm feeling, it's okay, and it doesn't change what my mission is. So let's continue to work together to create a new and positive outcome. We can do this together. And please let me know too if you've enjoyed this series, and let me know any statements that you have, questions or statements. I'm glad to be in contact. I'm interested in continuing on. I'm going to occasionally keep putting videos up, maybe 1 or 2 a week. I want to know if you're interested in checking them out. I'll continue putting up blog posts up, maybe 1 or 2 a week. And then I'm eventually, if there is an interest, and maybe there's no interest, eventually I'm going to do another 40-day series again, because I'm intent on doing anything and everything I can to be a support. Let me know what you feel. So here we go. I'm going to ring the bell. Listen carefully. I can say in this last 40 days there were many things that occurred that I would not have preferred to have happened. But I know that these things are happening for me and not to me, and I am coming to rise to the occasion, becoming my own best self and stepping into positive indifference. Thank you for joining me in this 40 days. I bring my hands together and I bow to you in deep gratitude. Namaste. Take care.